here? It's Perp back with another video, and I just got done watching Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. This is the final movie in the DCEU before we get into the DCU, and I'm excited. I'm relieved because we can finally just move on and people can stop bitching and complaining about these DC movies that have been currently going on. Me personally, I haven't hated none of these movies. You know, they all have their flaws and their positives. I like the Aquaman movie, especially the first one. I think that's still one of the stronger DCEU movies. And we've got a lot of controversy, a lot of pushback with this movie in particular because, you know, Amber Heard. Well, I'm not going to talk about that. I don't really care about Amber Heard. I'm not going to sit there and fake the funk. So yeah, let's get into this because this was an interesting experience. You know, I went to go see this in IMAX, and there was something weird that happened with the projectors. I don't know if it was the copy that we got, where it got to the point where Orm was talking about the Dark Trident, and then for some odd reason the picture quality went to shit. But we got free vouchers and whatnot. But other than that, I still enjoyed this movie. You know, does it have its issues or just story issues? Of course, you know what I'm saying, but it still was entertaining. You have Aquaman here, Arthur Curry, played by Jason Momoa. He is now a father himself, and he's trying to just kind of still figure out the whole being the king of Atlantis thing, and he doesn't really know how to kind of grasp all that. It's dope to see his kid is able to kind of take some of his traits, like he's able to talk to fishes just like his father, you know. And I also like his connection with his father and him just kind of giving him some word of advice. But like I said, it's kind of a hard job for him to kind of deal with because he still has to answer to the council of Atlantis. They kind of stop him from doing certain things where he wants to kind of reveal Atlantis to the world and kind of share their technology. Very Wakanda-esque, very Black Panther-esque, which is kind of funny watching this. There's definitely some callbacks to certain Marvel movies, especially how Aquaman and Orm kind of work together. Black Manta, Yaya is the best, like, Black Manta. I feel like he really stands on business in this movie where he's just hell-bent on getting revenge on Aquaman, getting his get back. But then he kind of stumbles upon this Dark Trident, which this is something completely new for the movies, which I appreciate that. Some people might say, might not be a big fan of that, but this Dark Trident kind of possesses the user and gives them incredible strength, which makes Black Manta way more stronger. So Aquaman can't just do this by himself. He has to go get Orm, his brother, from prison. And it's like this desert planet where he's just getting drained out and stuff like that. That was pretty interesting. I didn't mind that dynamic because it reminded me very much of Thor and Loki in that case. And some people might have an issue with that, but I think it kind of works just for this film. Amber Heard, like I said, she has a very minimal role, but she does come in clutch with certain scenes, like saving Aquaman or saving certain characters. But yeah, Orm kind of goes through this whole redemption arc throughout this movie as well too, which is interesting. But yeah, like the action I think was really cool. There's a lot of clean fight scenes. You don't got to deal with a bunch of slow motion bullshit. I'm looking at you, Zack Snyder. A lot of clean fight scenes between Aquaman and Black Manta. Like I said, the story is here or there, you know what I'm saying? It didn't really take me out of the movie. I don't think it was absolutely terrible. I think you're going to still have a lot of fun with this movie, but you're also going to find flaws or things that you don't like about it. Because I think the special effects looked way better in the first movie than they did in this movie, and you could kind of tell that this movie went through a lot of rough drafts and a lot of redos and stuff like that. And I wish they would have kind of tightened up the third act a little bit, because the third act just was very messy, and it just was just kind of just forcefully put together, because I think they had something with this movie, but then, you know, it is what it is. The DCEU is ending. We can finally just kind of move on, and I'm looking forward to what James Gunn is going to bring to the table. But this is just my thoughts on this movie. Unfortunate that I had those issues with the IMAX, so I'm going to have to possibly go run this back other point in time sometime next week, because I'm very busy right now. It's the holidays, you know, everybody's pretty much busy at this time. But yeah, I still enjoyed what I enjoyed out of this movie. I don't got too many negatives other than just the screen fucking up itself. But you know, it is what it is. I'm ready for what's next. If you get around to watching this movie, let me know your thoughts. And if you did get to see this in IMAX, did you have the same similar issues with the picture kind of fucking up towards the end like myself, or was it just me? But till next time, I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.